My name is Kate Mastowska. I'm Associate Director at Covance at Nutritional Chemistry and Food Safety. I got my PhD of Food Analysis and Chemistry from the Institute of Chemical Technology in Prague in Czech Republic. And I've been involved in the analysis of food contaminants and residues and adulterants for about 20 years. Before joining Covance, I worked at USDA, at the US Department of Agriculture, and I'm very involved in the testing community, attending relevant meetings and being involved in the organizations such as the North American Chemical Residue Workshop or the AOEC International. I developed new methods and strategies for the analysis of food, chemical contaminants, residues and adulterants. And for that we employ different instrumentation, and on the, for example, pesticide side, we use Agilent 7000 GC triple quadrupole and Agilent 6490 LC triple quadrupole. So one example of our collaboration with Agilent has been the analysis of pesticide residues. In the GCMS, initially the main advancement was implementation of a GC triple quadrupole MS-MS, which allowed us to improve selectivity of our detection and achieve very low detection limits. And also we implemented a novel back flushing column setup, which helped us achieve a rugged method. On the LC-MS side, we just recently expanded our method to over 500 pesticides, actually total on the LC-MS side, to over 450 pesticides in one method. And we've done it using Agilent 6490 instrument, which also allows the use of triggered MRMs, which means we can actually obtain more information for compound without sacrificing the performance. And that helps us in identification of the compound, which is crucial in the contaminant testing, because we really need to make sure that what we find is real, because it's not supposed to be there. Expanding the method to over 500 pesticides actually helps us comply with global regulations and serve our global clients, because the goal for us is to implement this method globally in our global locations. Another example is the analysis of mycotoxins, where we need to go very low, especially in the analysis of infant formula. The regulatory limits in infant formula are very low, and sensitivity of the instruments allow us to achieve those low quantification limits. And we employ the Agilent 6490 instrument for the analysis of mycotoxins in infant formula, and we also use the triggered MRM function to actually obtain more information, so we are certain about the identification of the compounds we find. The major trends in the contaminant testing is expanding the scope when it comes to analytes and matrices, and using the sensitivity of the instrumentation to actually dilute the samples so we can analyze even very difficult matrices. The ultimate goal is food safety. So whatever we do is to try to basically test as many contaminants as possible so we can protect our basically clients when it comes to their brand protection, and also they can protect their consumers. We are also working with their suppliers. Basically, we do the testing throughout the supply chain. In the raw materials, that's where we can find more things. It's not easy. That's why identification is very important, because sometimes we get into disputes where we need to be almost 100% confident that what we found is the compound that we identify. So without that, I can imagine doing our work. Basically, we have to be confident that what we detected is the compound that we reported. What excites me the most are the challenges. The analysis of contaminants is definitely challenging, because you have to analyze many different compounds at low levels in complex matrices. But challenges on their own are not so much fun. So actually finding solutions to those challenges, that's what excites me the most.